How to have an awesome life in like 4 steps. First step, be healthy. How do you be healthy? 1, you train a lot or something that you like every day. 2, in that point 1B is eat to fuel that so that you can actually have energy to do that thing and be good at it and get better as you do it more. And the rest will follow. Sleeping, drinking more water, everything will fall into place if you train hard and eat enough to fuel and recover. Done. That is being healthy. Yeah, you can get into mental stuff, journaling, meditation, things like that. But let's start with the basics. Move more, eat to supply that moving so that you can do it more and recover more. Okay, number 2, make some money. How much money? That depends on what you need. Honestly, the more money you have, the less you're going to care about it. I find, at least, some people just like will make money and they just get greedy and they're like, I have to make more and more and more and more and more. But like really, at this point in my life, I do not need any more money. In fact, I think I'm making too much money, and now I just like, I just like throw it all in investments because I'm like, I don't actually need to do any of the stuff that I need to do. I have enough to sleep somewhere safe. I have enough to eat meals that I need, not meals that I have to be extravagant or have to overpay for. And I have enough money for my entertainment. And that is cheap entertainment, which is my activities and my reading and having a cell phone plan, okay? And that is enough for me. And the less money you need, the less you got to work. And the less you got to work, the more you have time to do the things that you love. Now, you might be somebody who likes to work, and that's totally fine. You can work more, make more money, and that's great. But you could be one of these people that wants to work less, have more free time to do the things that they actually love that may not pay as well as they normally pay. So, make enough money. Shelter, food, entertainment, and like a savings fund in case you break all your limbs and you cannot work for 2 to 3 months. If you're young, you will recover and you have your health, you can make money for the rest of your life. And you will find ways as you get older. Don't be stressed. If you're like 18, 19 and you have just like a shitty job, that is more than enough. I remember making like $14 an hour and I was like, I'm fucking rich. Now I make like, I don't know, fucking 10 times that. And it's just like, it's not making a difference. It's not making a difference. I felt the exact same way when I was making $14 an hour. So make enough money, have your emergency fund, shelter, food, entertainment, good entertainment, might I add, like, to supply your activities that you're doing and your health. The third thing is have good relationships. You don't have to have 5,000 friends on Facebook. You can just have like a girlfriend. That's awesome. And you can have, or a partner, whatever. And, hopefully some like good family. Maybe your parents are dope, great, sister, brother, friends, just somebody to talk to when you're feeling like shit, and somebody to just like jive with, have fun, joke around with, and have deep conversations with. Yeah. And you might be introverted, so you might just want to talk like to one other person. Or you might be extroverted and want to have a bunch of friends. It doesn't really matter. Have people that you can have real conversations with, not just superficial bullshit, blah, 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 weather, politics, bunch of bullshit. Unless you're getting deep into that stuff and then you're like actually having debates and it's all like really healthy and like allows you to expand your mind. And not to say don't talk to people who have opposite feelings of you. That's exactly what you should do. You should talk to people who have opposite opinions of you in a healthy, non-argumentative way and expand your mind that way. The fourth thing would be, I don't even fucking know. Go outside, probably. Go outside and just like be grateful. Just be grateful and be optimistic about life, because if you're young and you got your health, you can do whatever you want. You require absolutely no money. You can sleep. You can be homeless. If you got your wits and you got a cell phone, you can make YouTube videos. You can make money. You can like have like 1 or 2 meals a day. That's enough. Then that's great. That's all you need. You need far less and want less of like materialistic things. Want more of the experiences, want more of the better connections in your relationships. And once you do that, once you get in the flow, you're going to want more. And that's just how like the bind goes, is you become more ambitious. You become like somebody that like needs something more and more and more and more to satisfy ourselves. And that's just the way we are as humans. And that's totally fine. And we think that's part of our survival. But really, it's not that fucking hard. You just need to work on your health if that's a problem. Work on your wealth to have enough. You don't need more than enough. You don't need everything. You don't need the fancy shit. You don't need fucking all the materialistic shit. Third thing, take care of your people and your relationships and be present more, which I'm guilty of. I'm not like that all the time. I can be better. And then the fourth thing is just be grateful and optimistic about the future. And if you have all those things, and if you're working towards all those things every single day, you're going to have the best day every single day. And it's really that simple. So go out there. Always remember to rep the set. I'll see you in the next one.